Before I go ahead with my speech, Your Excellency, allow me to take off a minute to welcome Honorable Hashim Suleiman, the MP of Nebbi municipality, to come and welcome us to the area officially. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Honorable Fiona. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Second Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Ministers, the Right Honorable Secretary General of our mighty party, NRM, the SEC members present, members of Parliament, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, sir, I'm Hashim Suleiman, Member of Parliament for Nebbi Municipality. May I, on behalf of the people of Nebbi Municipality and Greater Nebbi, take this opportunity to welcome you and all the invited guests in Nebbi. Your Excellency, before I invite our Honorable Minister to say her words, I have some few comments to make. First, Your Excellency, I want to thank you for appointing our daughter and sister, Honorable Nyamutooro Fiona. This is because Nebbi as a district, after late Honorable Okumuringa stayed for a number of years without giving them ministerial positions. So today, we are really very, very grateful that you consider us after 20 years, 20 good years. I also want to thank you, Your Excellency, and the government and the Parliament of Uganda and the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development for working tirelessly to see that we are connected to the national grid. Today we are officially connected to the national grid, something which has really been a very big problem in West Nile sub-region. We want to thank you for that. It has been a long journey, and we have seen that you really keep to your words. As West Nile, we are so grateful. Your Excellency, in relation to this power, we really don't want this power to rely redundant here. Our district, Nebbi District Local Government, handed over to Uganda Investment Authority land about 500 acres for industrial park for West Nile sub-region. Now that we have reliable power and we are connected to the national grid, we pray that they should expedite the process, because land is already handed to them and it is there on Pakwach Road. If you went there, you will see their signposts and their demarcations. So we pray that this power should really improve the economic activities of our people of West Nile, and one main solution will be construction of that industrial park for us. Your Excellency, I also want to thank you. I want to thank the government. I want to thank Minister of Works and Transport and also UNDRA for the rehabilitation of the ongoing 33.3 kilometers of Nebbi Alui Road and 2.5 kilometers for Nebbi Municipality. This work is progressing very well. We are informed by the constructor that by 8th of October 2024, they will complete the work. We are praying that that deadline is met this time. And for the first time, Your Excellency, I wanted to inform you that for the first time in history, Nebbi municipality will be lit to 3.5 kilometers of street lights, which has never happened before. I really want to thank you for that under this program. However, Your Excellency, like it has already been said, our biggest thorn and the biggest problem has remained the Nebbi, Jukia, Goli, Custom, Zombo, Vora Road. Your Excellency, as I talk now, if you can send your team to Jukia Hill, you will find trucks stuck there. Trucks going to Congo and Zumbo, they are all stuck there. If they can see for themselves, you will really appreciate. That road is a death trap. It is a very viable road connecting us to Congo. We have always said, Your Excellency, you tarmac roads all the way to all the border points in Uganda. I am a member of Foreign Affairs. I got the privilege of visiting and reached all these border posts. The only border post not tarmacked is Nebbi, Goli. Please, Your Excellency, we pray for that. We saw your communication towards that. We saw it, that you communicated to Minister of Works and Transport. And we also saw the Minister communicated to ED UNRA in relation to that. However, the indication is not seen that maybe whether the work is going to commence soon. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I wanted also to put your notice, African Development Bank recently visited us in the municipality. African Development Bank and Ministry of Local Government and MATIP 2, Market, Agriculture and Trade Infrastructure Program, they visited our Nebbi Central Market. And they picked interest that in MATIP 3, Nebbi Central Market will be constructed. The vendors are here, Your Excellency. They are eagerly waiting for their market to be constructed. And the latest information we have been hearing is that the first one, I know, this time, any loan facility coming to our country, you want to sign yourself. But we got information from the Minister of Local Government that you signed, but there are some pending documents that they need your approval. Please, Your Excellency, I request you expedite the signing process so that this market is constructed for us. Because with the PDM, EMIOGA, and other livelihood programs that you initiated, we really need the market. Lastly, Your Excellency, on a sad note, I wanted to bring to your attention on Wednesday, 31st of this month, 2024, lightning struck pupils who were for their sports gala as they were taking shelter in their classroom in Oweko Primary School. And that lightning affected 79 pupils and their teachers. They were all taken to Nebbi General Hospital. By God's grace, none died. The hospital personnel worked hard to save their lives. Others are already discharged, but only 7 were still in the hospital. Your Excellency, why I'm bringing this is that we realized that most of these schools, both old and the new ones, they are constructing these schools without provisions for lightning arresters. And this puts the lives of the pupils and students in danger as they are living on fire lines. So I pray that this should really be corrected, because we cannot really build classrooms and all those good structures we are putting without protecting them from lightning by putting lightning arresters. As I conclude, today is Your Excellency comes once in an area, and when he comes, we have to also talk to him. As I conclude, Your Excellency, most of these members of parliament came from very far away. They are here. At least we need to introduce them for you, because not all are here. You should know who are here. I request members of parliament, you come out, and sees you. So we have Honorable Mavenjina, the elderly from Northern Uganda, please. Let Excellency see you. We have Honorable Isaac Otimgiu from Padiere, please. We have Honorable Ashibu Agnes from Nebbi District. We have Honorable Songa Lawrence from Ora. We have Honorable Okumu Gabriel from Okoro County. We have Honorable Afoshan from Zumbu District. We have Honorable Avurjen Pashuto from Pakwach District. We have Honorable Emmanuel Ongierto from Jonam County. We have Honorable Kauma Sauda of Iganga District. We have Honorable Betty of Amudat District. We have Honorable Norman Ochero of Labor County, Abim District. We have Honorable Didi Boka of Obongi. We have Honorable Adrico Yovan of Vora. We have Honorable Paparo Lilian of Arua District. We have Honorable Ayume Charles of Koboko Municipality. We have Honorable Atima Jackson of Arua Central Division. We have Honorable Feta Geoffrey of Aivo. We have Honorable Joanne Okia of Madi Okolo District. We have Honorable Afidra of Lower Madi Okolo. We have Honorable Sylvia Nayebale, the constituency district. Sylvia Nayebale? Gomba district, thank you very much. And Honorable Harriet Businge, that is Hoima municipality, not so. I mean Hoima district. Then, Hoima city. We have Honorable Kamate Neti Jocelyn of, honorable members, if I forget, help me. Utungamo, yeah. We have Honorable Paul Omara of Etuke County. We have Honorable Edison Rugumayo, that is Youth Eastern. Then we have Honorable Obiga Rose, Terego District. We have Honorable Opolot of Pingire, Opolot Fred. We have Honorable Awas Sylvia Vicky of Nabila Tuk. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Osoru Morin of Arua City. We have Honorable Achayo Juliet Lodov of Ngora County. We have Honorable Tuala Fadil of Tingei County. We are in Kapchorwa. We have Honorable Orone Derek of Gogonyo, Palisa, in Palisa. We have Honorable Driwaro Jennifer of Maracha District. We have, yes, Maracha District. Honorable members, any person have Yalas? We have Honorable Baroda of Kamuli. Yes, we have Honorable Odoi. Ayala, is it Eastern? Eastern Youth, yeah, Eastern Youth. Then Akelo, Honorable Akelo, Honorable Siranda of Ayala. Who? Honorable Leko George of Terego East, West. Karubanga Jacob Ateng of Kibanda South. Honorable Akol Rose of Ayala. Honorable members, any other person have left? I don't want to leave anybody. Youth Western. We have Youth Western. That is Honorable Nama Rugumayo. I read that one, I think. Okay. Honorable John Butabula North is also around. Your Excellency, very many members of Parliament followed you here. Almost, since the Deputy Speaker is here, the Parliament is here, the whole Parliament of Uganda. Thank you very much. With that, Your Excellency, with humility, may I invite Honorable Minister Nyamutooro Phionah to make her comments. And thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, welcome to the land of hills, valleys, rivers, rocks, shrubs, beautiful and happy people, Nebbi district. Your Excellency, the people who have gathered here today have come from all walks of life, and as protocol has already observed, allow me for emphasis to recognize some of them, because due to time, I cannot recognize all their capacities in exhaustion. Your Excellency, today we are joined by Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Jessica Alupo. Your Excellency, we are also joined by our beloved Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa. Your Excellency, we are also joined by a lion in the northern region, our Secretary General, the Right Honorable Richard Todong. Your Excellency, we are joined by the Second Deputy Prime Minister, the Cock of West Nile, the Right Honorable Moses Ali. Your Excellency, we are joined by different members of the Central Executive Committee of the ruling party. I would request all SEC members to wave to you, sir. Your Excellency, we are joined by different ministers led by my beloved mother, the Honorable Your Excellency, the Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, a title well deserved. Your Excellency, we are joined by my colleagues, members of Parliament, as they have been introduced here today. We are also gracefully with the presence of His Highness Olarkel Rauni Philip III of Keralur Kingdom. We are also joined by the different chiefs of all the chiefdoms in Alur land. We are joined by religious leaders led by the Archbishop Raphael Wokorach. Your Excellency, we are also joined by different LC5s as they had been introduced from across Uganda. We are also joined by many RDCs and deputy RDCs from across the country. Your Excellency, I'm also joined by my family, my beloved parents, Mr. and Mrs. Apechu, my uncles, my aunties, my cousins, and our extended family. Your Excellency, I am also joined by my husband, Mr. Idris Amsuza, with members of his family and friends. Your Excellency, we are also joined by youth leaders from all the 18 sub-regions of Uganda. I would request that they stand up and wave to you, sir. Hey youth oi! Hey winning oi! MZ oi! Thank you. Your Excellency, I think I would end there in regards to protocol, but amidst us we also have commissioners, assistant commissioners, we have heads of different MDAs, and I hope I am not leaving anybody out. Your Excellency, we are joined by the Patriotic League of Uganda. PLU oye! Jufwami Nebbi utiye! Zomba utiye! Pakwachi utiye! Chwai chingi maluka imaru President Museveni mote mote NRM oye! M7 oye! Muzei paka last! Afoyu achaku kufoyu jufa mijolu jadit mwa President Museveni kudava tinu tie nindumira nyonga wabini lembe Nyamutooro mamiyu sadeni iucheke nya awiyaka unyolu ubedu miki ginying maber meni Nyamutooro be wotu kanyingengo jufwa wech machi wechutin uchibedu ileb mamundu mawachi wasoma piwelu matung mudikiri kudwatin ni neno nya wajolu President Museveni Nebbi afoyu ucheke ni binu afoyu cheng maube chiru afoyu chwak maube miyu ni NRM afoyu maru jadit President Museveni. Your Excellency, the people gathered here today from Alur land all over West Nile and across the divide are here to witness the making of history as we give thanks to God for thus far that He has brought us. It is such a great honor to host you as a chief guest to this joyous occasion. Your Excellency, your sacrifice and resistance is the reason why we are gathered here peacefully. And we, the Bazukulu, are proud of you, and we shall always endeavor to safeguard your achievements. Your Excellency, Nebbi district is predominantly NRM, with historical supporters that stretch as far as 1988. Some of the ardent supporters are here with us today, and it is my pleasure, sir, to introduce to you different generations of NRM support in Greater Nebbi that we have built on today. Your Excellency, the very first generation of NRM support was led by the late Stella, a very vicious woman, and others like Mr. Javuru, who were inducted by the very first RDC of Nebbi, Mr. Butime, that worked hand in hand with a seasoned cadre and RDC of yours, my late grandfather, Mr. Alex Apechu. Your Excellency, I would request that the first generation of NRM supporters led by our dear NRM chairperson can come forward and wave to you. We have Mama Zenu, the NRM chairperson of the Women League. Your Excellency, you bear with them because of old age, they cannot move very fast. Your Excellency, after them, they are coming? Your Excellency, after them, we have the second generation. Your Excellency, we have some of the representatives here, and they are waving to you, sir. What is he going to do? Take a picture?
I thought he was going to be
Your Excellency, we also have Mzee Tonde, who is seated on this side, the first UPM supporter that we had in Greater Lur. Your Excellency, I don't know if Mzee Utonde is able to join the picture as well. Has he been phoned? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mzee. Mzee, the second generation in Greater Lur currently has the likes of Mr. Okwebaza, who is now the chairperson of the Entrepreneurship League, Nebbi District, has the likes of Honorable Afiocha Esther, our commissioner at Parliament, has the likes of the different members of Parliament in Greater Lur land. And these two generations have nurtured us and mothered us in the NRM fraternity. Your Excellency, we take inspiration from them, and that is the reason as to why we are working tirelessly to carry on your legacy by nurturing others too. Each of these groups that I mentioned have special gifts for you that they will present later on. Your Excellency, all this continuity from one generation to another is fruit of the mustard seed you sowed and your steadfast leadership. Mzee, I vividly remember my very first interaction with you as a 22-year-old girl, a student leader at the university. 8 years today, down the road, I get to testify that your vision for community transformation has been consistent. I have grown, been mentored under your wings, drawing inspiration from your leadership over the years. Mzee, today, I thank you for granting me the opportunity to serve as the Minister of State for Mineral Development. It is also cautious to let you know, Mzee, that in Nebbi here, they say Nyamutooro herself is a mineral. Your Excellency, West Nile sub-region has favorable geological environment for economic, precious, and industrious minerals. We have gold discovered in Goli Hill and Nyagak Valley in Zombo District. We have gold discovered in River Quarry in Yumbe District, in Rana River, Isi River, and Metu Sub-County in Moyo District. Your Excellency, we also have nickel at Kaza in Logiri Sub-County, Arua District, and Kango in Zombo District. Iron ore occurrences, Mzee, have also been cited in Metu Sub-County, Moyo District, and Panyango, and Kuchwin Sub-County in Nebbi District. Your Excellency, there is also marble in Moyo, Kanite in Azi Hill in Nebbi District, and Panyango in Pakwach, and abundant granite that is scattered across the region. Your Excellency, we also have the biggest geothermal site in Panyimur, Pakwach District, that is currently undergoing exploration by the ministry. With all this potential, Mzee, we are delighted that today West Nile officially gets connected to the national grid, an avenue that will enable mineral development, upscale, and anchor rapid growth. Mzee, the Bible in the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 14 says, "And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Your Excellency, God raises leaders in different generations at different times for a particular purpose for his people. Mzee Nyamutooro was born for a time like this. Because when God chose me, he chose Nebbi district. Your Excellency, my appointment and that of my sister, the Honorable Liliana Bear, was celebrated by people across the country. And that is simply because we come as a beam of hope for youth inclusion. Mzee, now it is our turn to join efforts with you to ensure that your vision of improved household income and socio-economic transformation is enhanced, and we must deliver at whatever cost. I, for one, Your Excellency, I want to continuously pledge to you, as I have always done, that I can never let you down. Your Excellency, we intend to achieve this vision by starting a fight against a negative mindset of politics of identity. We intend to promote unity of purpose and issue-based leadership that directly speaks to changing lives. Mzee, this mission is basically anchored on improving three aspects: education, health, and entrepreneurship. And now that West Nile is connected to the national grid, all these three are now going to be boosted with an increase in supply and sustainability of electricity. The next step now is to focus where we shall have a wider coverage of last phase connections reaching out to different areas. Mzee, now that both production and supply are guaranteed, we look forward to fast-tracking the construction of the G'EBYENFUNA Road to ease market accessibility, and then the cycle to fully drive development in the region will be complete. But all this, yet again, falls under your manifesto that you have always relayed to your people. Your Excellency, I can't thank you enough for the trust that you have bestowed on me, and because we well understand your vision, we shall relentlessly work for its achievement. And I'm certain that because we serve a living God, we cannot fail. Your Excellency, we shall always continue to support you all the way, count on our undivided loyalty and support towards a better Uganda that we live and want to see every day. Your Excellency, as I come to the conclusions of my speech, in Alur culture, a grandchild is always beloved before the grandparents. I plead to your fatherly heart today that for this joyous occasion, we have the custodians of our children, our beloved teachers, the ones that nurture and ensure development of a productive citizenry, the National Teachers Association of Nebbi District. They particularly reached out to me, Your Excellency, that they have an association, and because of the current terrain that make transport quite difficult for them from one area to another, they're in a process of fundraising for a minibus that can ease their movement in different activities, and they have so far contributed 28 million shillings, Your Excellency. Would therefore request that you enable them be able to acquire this minibus. Your Excellency, my gratitude is enormous, not just to you, but to everybody that has gathered here today. much as I am a lady of many words, and many can testify that I'm actually a good speaker, when I'm filled with joy, I get lost of words. Allow me conclude by thanking the following people. Your Excellency, I would like to thank the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, where you deployed me under the motherly leadership of Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa. She has always been an inspiration, and she is giving the right guidance. We work collectively as a team with the Honorable Okasai, also together with the technical team that is headed by the motherly permanent secretary, Ms. and all the ministries that are here today. Just I tell you that the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development is currently the most vibrant ministry you have in your cabinet. Your Excellency, I would like to thank the Deputy Speaker, the Right Honorable G'EBYENFUNA. He has been one of my mentors. He has mentored me right from the university. I first shared a seat with him when I was a student leader at the Makerere University Council. Your Excellency, I want to thank all the ministers and members of Parliament who are here today for the support that they have offered, for the friendship, and for the continuous guidance that they continue to give me from time and again. Your Excellency, there are distinguished leaders amongst us here that I always run to whenever I have a problem or whenever I need advice and seek counsel. We have the Lion of the Northern Region, General Otema himself, my beloved General, who is in the company of General Dikolum. General Dikolum is also from Alur land. I am also blessed by the counsel of General David Muhozi and also General Mbadi. It is the first time, Your Excellency, that Nebbi district is hosting very many generals at the same time, inclusive of yourself. Your Excellency, I want to thank the Nebbi district leadership, and that speaks to the NRM Nebbi district leadership, to the youth fraternity of Nebbi district, to all the leaders at different levels, the religious leaders, and those that don't even hold capacities. I want to thank them for nurturing a very productive young lady that is contributing to the development of not just our land, but Uganda at large. Your Excellency, I don't think my vibrancy would match up to state without the bedrock of the National Youth Council. The National Youth Council is here with us today, headed by the leadership of the chairperson, Mr. Eyeru Jacob, the entire executive, and other youth leaders from across the divide. We also have our former ED, Professor Shaft Mukwaya. Your Excellency, myself and many other young leaders are testimony that the National Youth Council is a channel and a platform that is breeding many leaders for Uganda tomorrow. Excellency, I want to thank Toto, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda. I call her Toto because when you appointed me to cabinet, she was the very first to assure me that in her hands I would be safe and get up to speed with the business that was already occurring. Your Excellency, the Secretary General of the NRM is also somebody that I cannot fail to thank. The entire Secretariat that is heading today, the Honorable Rose Namayanja, Honorable Gaddafi Nasur, our representative in SEC, the young people, Honorable Lydia Wanyoto, Honorable Kato Gabriel, Honorable Medina Naham, the Director of Finance of the NRM, are all formidable leaders that are nurturing very many young people across the country. Your Excellency, I want to thank my amazing parents, Mr. and Mrs. Apechu, and my entire family. I thank them for nurturing a character in me that is admired by many. Your Excellency, allow me appreciate my loving husband. Mzee, it's now coming to 5 years since he met a young tiny lady with big dreams. He called all of them valid, and he has continuously supported me. He always pushes me to do better, and I wouldn't thank God for a better path. Your Excellency, allow me to thank my former classmates who are here today from Makerere University in their different capacities. Emma Kereroi! Emma Kereroi! Ra! You people, I'm now a minister. Your Excellency, this particular group surprised me and came in big numbers to attend this Thanksgiving ceremony. Your Excellency, my special gratitude goes to the organizing committee of this function that has been headed by the able leadership of Mr. Okwebaza here on ground, and Honorable Afoyocha and Esther, who was heading the Kampala team. With all their support system, they have been able to pull off such a colorful function that God has blessed with good weather. Your Excellency, I also thank all my friends, different partners that have stood together with me and supported this function to ensure its success. I also thank the men and women in uniform for the service that they offer to this country. Mzee, once again, please don't get tired of my gratitude. I thank you for gracing this event. I thank you for gracing this event, especially that it is in the presence of my beloved King, His Royal Majesty, Ubimu Philip Olarkel III. Your Excellency, your presence has blessed Nebbi district, and we continue to pray for your good health and long life, for we love you, Mzee. Mzee oi! Mzee oi! NRM oi! I thank you all, and I say this for God and my country. I now take the singular honor to invite Mama, Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabira, to come and greet the people of West Nile and revenge back the fire they gave her for demanding electricity.
Thank you very much. Honorable Fiona Nyamutooro has said it all. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, colleagues, ministers and ministers of state, members of Parliament, the civil servants team, religious leaders, cultural leaders, the local leaders from this region. I will stand on the protocol because we want to hear from Mzee. Your Excellency, I welcome you back from phase 1, where you started from this morning at Nebbi substation, where you commissioned, you actually switched on West Nile region to the national grid. We thank God for that. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, while you are there, I informed the team that was there the question that has been put regarding connecting West Nile power to the national grid. When are you connecting? When are you connecting us to the national grid? The question that I witnessed being put before my former ministers of energy. And I was looking at Irene Muloney, I was looking at Chitutu, I looked at Saida Bumba. This question has been lingering on, but I have been in Parliament for quite some time. And I felt the challenge that those ministers that were holding the portfolio were going through. When news came to me that I'm now the Minister of Energy, I trembled because of the numerous challenges that I had witnessed. Today, the President has answered that question. But I know that there will be many more questions to follow. For example, the question that was pushed to us yesterday as we gathered here to launch the Energy Access Scale-Up project for this region is, when are you connecting Obongi to the national grid? Are the people of Obongi here? Are you here? And you are asking that question, right? I want to stand here and pledge on behalf of my ministry, the Ministry of Energy, that we are putting the next step vividly and quickly and steadily to connect the people of Ubongi, so that the entire ring of West Nile is connected. And I stand here to appreciate the push for this connection that has been coming from none other than the Right Honorable Second Deputy Prime Minister, whom I want to appreciate so much for the guidance and also for the support. And the fact that he's here today testifies that he has been pushing and would like to witness what he has been pushing coming through. So Your Excellency, Ubongi is on course. We are going to do everything it takes to make sure that we complete that ring. Mine is to appreciate. I appreciate you, Your Excellency, for the guidance. I listened to Honorable Nyamutooro telling her story. If it was my day, I would tell the same story that Honorable Nyamutooro has said. You've continued to guide us, and I want to appreciate. Her Excellency, the Vice President, whom you delegated to chair cabinet when you are not there. But I want to thank you that you gave cabinet first priority. But before you come to chair us in cabinet, the Vice President is the one who guides on the order paper for cabinet and all that. And she has put priority on my docket: electricity, oil and gas, and minerals. And I would like to appreciate her for the support and the entire cabinet for the support. I also wish to appreciate the leadership of Parliament, because we are always put on carpet. Honorable Okasai has been more frequent than myself in Parliament, attending parliamentary sessions. I attend during the Prime Minister's question time, but Okasai is always there. But with the leadership that understands the importance of this docket, we've been able to pull through big amendments to acts, like the amendment to the Electricity Act of 1999 that has opened up the sector for private people to invest into energy infrastructure, which is going to help us see this power being pulled up to the last mile person. Thank you, Parliament. Thank you, members of Parliament, for the support that you've been giving me and my team. Team Energy, Team No Sleep, the winning team, thank you so much. Permanent Secretary and your team, you now know the duty that is before us. We are working with many agencies. The distribution company, I saw the manager, the MD, Engineer Mutikanga, the transmission company and distribution company, but we also have UECCC, Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company. Together, we want to see power to places where the President directed us to put power. So thank you so much, and may you continue with that kind of response. Your Excellency, I know that many people do not appreciate the journey that we move to where the last consumer gets energy. I'll leave this to you, sir, because you know how to simplify your message to the last person. Somebody is seeing the pylons moving towards Arua, the substations being constructed, but still asks when power will arrive. So you will probably, sir, remind us so that we appreciate the efforts that your government that you lead has been putting in place. Your Excellency, since the 1st of this month, we have been here. Honorable Okasai was in Terego to switch on a 33 kV line from Wendi to Terego, Yumbe, and Moyo. I want to urge my colleagues to mobilize for connection, because consumption there is still minimal. A few bulbs that are consuming power which has been switched on. Then on the 2nd, we were here to launch the World Bank project, $638 million US, which we are going to use to fast-track connection. There are people who have been stranded with the poles in their courtyards because they don't have money either to wire their houses or to pay for the connection. Your Excellency, with this project, for those who do not require any pole, they will be connected freely so that they begin to use this electricity. We witnessed the connections yesterday, and we received the testimonies from the beneficiaries whose lives have already started changing because their businesses are now booming. Here in Nebbi, we received a beneficiary who has expanded his business. Is called Okelo, and is now into stone cutting plus selling cold drinks. So we were here yesterday to tell them that we are going to fast-track connection. First of all, by waiving the fees that we have been charging to those people who require either one pole or no requirement for a pole, to be connected freely for as long as they have wired their homes using certified wire people. And there is a fee for them to pay for the initial units that you are going to consume, and also for the inspection fees, which does not go beyond 53,000 shillings. This has been pulled from 723,000 shillings, which we use to ask for connection. Tomorrow, Your Excellency, you have assigned Her Excellency the Vice President to represent you in Arua to commission yet another big substation in Arua, and we shall be there. That is the 4th of August. So Western Nile is on fire. You've been putting us on fire, we are putting you on fire. Can you consume this power? Can we encourage connection so that you consume the power, we get the money, we pay the loans, we invest more into this industry. Your Excellency, as we talk about industries, I have pressure, and this gentleman can really put pressure. He almost boxed engineers, Zilia Wako, when we visited Arua, when I've just been appointed. The man, he almost boxed my bodyguard. He's an honorable member of parliament, although I'm calling him a man, just like that. But because of the way he sometimes behaves when he wants something and you are not really coming out. This honorable member of parliament, representing a constituency called the Honorable Arion from Aringa South. Am I lying? Isn't he very aggressive even on the floor of parliament? And sometimes he comes as if he's not alone, as if he's carrying someone on the head. But he feels for his people. Your Excellency, this man, this Honorable Arion, was confronted or requested by Operation Wealth Creation to prepare a nursery seedling. Actually, he received the seeds and he prepared the seedling. But things changed, and the seedlings that he had prepared became into a big forest. He had a vision to set up a factory to manufacture bar soap. He went ahead and bought machinery. He has dragged me up to where he is storing the machinery and is paying 50,000 shillings per day. He has dragged me to go and see the machinery. You had promised to bail him out, Your Excellency, on the last visit to Arua. I will not breathe if I don't mention this here. I beg for your pardon, Your Excellency. The machinery is in the country. He needed just 2-point-something billion shillings, which Honorable Matia Kasaija promised for as long as he receives a directive from you to look around within to get the 2.2 or 2.3 billion shillings to okay. And I could not really move away from this podium without giving a word for Honorable Yon, because he's now going to consume. If he's assisted to establish this factory, he'll be one of the consumers of this tea. Lastly, Your Excellency, your friend, the chairman of Mayor Power, Chairman Hassan, you've met her twice from UAE when you visited UAE. Sent a team here yesterday and we did groundbreaking for 24 megawatt solar power. But the package you discussed with him, I was present, included wind energy and also an industrial park. He promised that he was going to make sure that those two are achieved. I told the team he sent yesterday to do the commissioning, groundbreaking, that we are still waiting for the industrial park because he said he was going to help us, and also the wind energy towards Karamoja so that the industrial park will be able to help consume this power. So I want to end by congratulating my honorable daughter, Fiona Nyamutooro, for your day today, which is a climax of connecting West Nile region to the national grid. Congratulations. I want to thank all the supporters as she mentioned them. And I stand here to pledge that in the ministry we work as a team. Honorable Nyamutooro is in the right place, in the right hands, at the right time. Congratulations to you and all the people who have helped you. I now want to take this honor to invite Her Excellency, the Vice President, SG? Okay. I have been informed that since the roadmap is out for the next election, there are very, 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 very important people in the room who are supposed to say something. And I would like to invite my friend, my colleague, the Right Honorable Secretary General, who has helped us when we were discussing with the project affected people. We start with one by one. Your Excellency, I would like to appreciate him in your presence. He mobilized the project affected people who had issues, who made us delay, and we negotiated with them, and then we saw the project moving on. Right Honorable Secretary General, allow me also to request you that when you are done, you will invite Her Excellency, the Vice President, to invite the President to speak to us. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Luak Nebbi, otya? Otya ni Nebbi? Wafoyo. Ande atye do. Kiri uno ya. Otya kamenu. Log melo bukilo wa endo. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Jalo Kunga, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and all the invited guests, may I keep the protocol as has been mentioned because of time. Your Excellency, I recall when we came to Nebbi district in the last election, we were in this same ground, and the people of Nebbi openly asked you for electricity before 2026. We went to Arua, it was the same request. We went to Moyo, Ajumani, Koboko, Pakwach, it was the same request. But deep in my heart, I knew that you are a promise keeper. The way you liberated this country, you brought West Nile closer to Uganda by giving tarmac road. You brought Karamoja closer to the center by giving tarmac road and fighting insecurity. You brought the people of West Nile from exile back home. I knew the question of power was a small issue. Today we are here celebrating two achievements. We are celebrating Honorable Nyamutooro for being recommended by God to serve in your cabinet under your signature. We are here to celebrate West Nile for being connected to the national grid. All I can say is to the people of West Nile, we love you. The President loves you so, so much. Loakme West Nile, otya? There is a song that I like singing when I'm in West Nile, especially in Alur sub-region. Bedo kake bedo, winjere kokroma ko betie. Wa winjere winja, wa dikere adika. Jodongo yamge washo, piny ma wotore, roko. Hey. Wande waduogo no do. Umarowa. Your Excellency, I grew up in West Nile, especially in Panyimur. So I know a bit of Alur, and I'm part of the community. So we know that even the question on the road that we have put in our manifesto, in your hands and in your presence, this will be handled. But as you have always taught us, that we need to respond to issues systematically. You cannot do everything at once. We are aware of the promise we made as a party about Goli Road. We are aware of the promise we made in our manifesto about the road that connects Goli, Parombo, Panyimur, Pakwach. We are aware of the road that connects Nyaravu, Kuchwin, Wadilai. We are aware of the promise we made of the road that connects Pakwach, Wadilai, Obongi, Moyo. We know in your hands all these roads will be covered. Now that we have covered electricity, we are concentrating in household income, we know all these investments will be brought to West Nile. And I was seated there, I was under attack. They came to me to remind you, sir, that in 2026, they expect that the party should bring you back on the ballot paper. So I request to put you on notice that the voice of the people is demanding for you. And this is very simple. Very simple in the sense that in you we have hope. In you we are peaceful. Your Excellency, I was in Karamoja and I was given 2 testimonies by 2 ladies. One is a disabled person. She came to the microphone and said that under NRM, the family of the disabled people can now be recognized in public. In the previous regimes, the disabled were not even talked about. They were not recognized. Then there was another lady who came and said, before NRM came to power, she had 4 children and 3 of them died because of diseases. She was left with 1. But under NRM, she has produced 8 more, and they're all healthy and lively. And that is the joy we have, that our population has increased from 15 million to now 45 million. It's all about you. Where can we go without you? I am here on behalf of the party to thank your leadership, to thank your government for achieving one of the major milestones in our manifesto to the people of West Nile. Luak Meralu, atika for Jadwong Lobo, Pitish Maber Mutiu West Nile Kae, Makato de Teach Mutiu in Nebbi district. Lok Begudu Mashedo, Golino, Maunu Wesho Kae, Ebiti, Wangea Ngea near Biti, Makaire Watika Neno Nia, Wariam Shan Mai Udika Shela Shell. Lok ashane lok mukelo waka ke mapire tek azilo kilok manok manaloko ni oweka gi kamae dongaluongo Jadwong Mador Ot Mokoshik, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, to just come and say a few words and invite Her Excellency the Vice President. Oh, I'm told the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker had an emergency and has gone. May I now take the opportunity to invite Her Excellency, the Vice President, to give her remarks and invite you, Your Excellency, to talk to your people. Madam Vice President, the floor is yours. You may speak in Aluru. As you come to speak, when Jesus resurrected, there is a song when I was here campaigning for Ashim, we were singing, Oche, 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 Don Kulie, Oche, Oche, Don Kulie. Malaika, oh, Washu. Thank you. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Secretary General. Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Second Deputy Prime Minister and Deputy Leader of Government Business in Parliament, General Moses Ali, Your Highness Ubimo Olaker Phillips Rune III, the King of Alur, and all the religious leaders present, Your Grace, the Archbishop of Gulu Archdiocese, and all the religious leaders present, my colleagues, ministers, colleagues, members of Parliament, the Right Honorable Richard Todwong, the Secretary General of NRM, and all the SEC members and all the NRM leaders present in your respective capacities, the local leaders, including the RCCs, the RDCs, the LOC5 chairmen, the councillors, all invited guests in your respective capacities, including the security chiefs and the senior government officials, ladies and gentlemen. God is good and all the time. Amoto unucheke. The Secretary General, Your Excellency, has instructed me to speak in Alur, and I am going to follow his instruction to the dot. Wafoyo, Kelo, March, Matek, West Nile. March, Matek, Otye, Ber, P, Otyat, P, Somo, Oteth, Kumaken, Mukende, Mapol. Wafoyo, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Jalkunga, P, Kelo, Iwa, March. Government B, Medere Kutich, Mabechu, Machalo, Kuch, Somo, Otyat, P. Maleng, PBM, Emioga, Ngudu, Mukende, Mapol. Your Excellency, Kauni apenjo pinj achel kende ibengunia. Umik chwak ni President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Jalkunga 2026. Kaoni abelongo President Jalkunga mebinoni wechokulwa kupachigu. And I thank the Honorable Fiona Nyamutooro for inviting me to come to Nebbi to celebrate with her the achievement of being appointed Minister of State, but also for the long life, which is still short, but it's going to be longest that God has given her. I thank you, Nyamutooro, and your dear husband. You have given me the opportunity to interact with this very precious delegation this afternoon. Today is the day of His Excellency the President. Let's welcome him with a very loud hand clap. Your Excellency, I take this singular honor and privilege to invite you to come and speak to us. The floor is yours, sir.
Sit down, please sit down. Those who have got where to sit.
Danoma kapodu shunga kakomuti oshopo bedopin.
Her Excellency the Vice, somebody translate for me.
I'm here already, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, Papa.
Her Excellency the Vice President.
Jawang Wongom.
The Deputy Prime Minister.
Jawang Jawi Parliament, me Uganda.
His Highness the Cultural Leader.
Wegwa Jatela Mitedero Bimo.
The religious leaders.
Jatela Mitipu.
The ministers.
Your ministers, Magitie.
Members of Parliament.
Parliament, MPs mutie,
all the other leaders,
jotela mukende shekegi,
and all the people of Nebbi who are here today. And
mandanu luak mine bisheke magiti etin kakeni.
Kopango, Nedi, Afoyo, I am happy to be here.
Shunya yom nyatina tiekai.
To commission the power line to West Nile.
Meyabo machine madit mikelo match i West Nile.
But also to celebrate Nyamutoro's achievements.
Man pinifoyo mungo pi Nyamutooro.
I will start with Nyamutooro.
Akeshako ko Nyamutooro.
I linked up with her
Arombo kode.
when I came to campaign for somebody called Orombi.
Abina rombo kode na ngapika timu campaign pangati manyinga Orombi. Any
There was an election, I don't know how many years ago.
Ponji moko bedi manya kwe pikare moko.
So when I came to campaign, there was a young girl
Sama bino katimu campaign for Orombi agaman wangu nyasinyako.
who had just finished university or was still studying.
Mapodi udaro Somadara University ente cheka shungu shekengo.
She was campaigning for our candidate.
Ebedo katimu campaign ni ngati mwasha anu rombieni.
So I noted her.
Agama goro nyinge.
When others are in nightclubs and so on, for her she was here campaigning.
Jomu kende bedo ka madumet kumiel gi jewor en pare bedo ka sendre pe rombi i campaign.
That's how you see people's qualities.
Kadong eno tap ingio danum mutie kotela matera ne gini eno. Okepa chingudo.
Then later on, I met her as a youth candidate for parliament now.
Inye adoga rombo kode mebe shungudo pinipedo MP nyoja wangarado mi Uganda I parliament.
Then, of course, I had no problem advising. I didn't take sides, but I could see that if she's elected, she would be a good youth MP.
Amito na ngongonya ting tengashel entora ngio dero moko ye awatu ni ama ka jolondo shobedo ja wang arado matera. Upadi.
And when she was elected,
ento sama dong jolonde de. I noted her in the among the backbenchers. Aloka nene ikindano mabedu yoringe nyano.
That's why, therefore, when I appointed her, people didn't know that I know some of these people quietly.
Eno uketo kasama amabina shime tab dano mapolu ngeyo ngoni aketo mana beda ngeyo kado ngati bedi ngeye kusha angeyo ati ko wang machalo jara nyodo.
That's how we have been building the NRM for the last 60 years.
Pi oro ka woni pirabusi el mazoi NRM eno kite mawa nuango kodo dano.
We always identify talent,
wangio dano ntie kodiru,
commitment,
dano magite kotego mitish,
and devotion.
Mando ki gimeiri.
That's how we have been building. If you look at generation after generation.
Okay, so ubeneno niai jomutegi ni tundu tinarado matindo eni.
We were working with the elders, Ben Kiwanuka.
Wabeka chiyoko jomutegi ni majodongo mi Uganda mashalo Ben Kiwanuka. Obote.
Others like Byanyima.
Jomukende mashalo Byanyima.
Then the other next group were the Nabuderes.
Inye yedongutie ngatimeluongo nyinge no.
Then the Rugundas.
Rukundagi.
The Mabas group.
Jomukende mo ayokuni.
Then the Mozambique group, the Sades.
Group mukende ayokudi in Mozambique.
Then the others like the Otemas whom I see here.
Aneno otema makawoni aneno awinjo jonyunyute detie kindano weni general.
Like that. That's how we identify. Each generation we look for committed people.
Ko bang jomu tegini ni tundu bir yarado piny waneno dhano ma wangi tek dok mung'eyo tich.
So therefore, all of you make it a habit to identify promising people, young people, and encourage them. Don't discourage them because of selfishness.
Eno oketo wawacho niya unu joma utie kawoni no kudu shaya rado mawich enjo miti gi kare tenguteng madikiri nyage itim matek keto weki ginde gishwaki man gibet kwa NRM enu.
And don't be biased among them.
Kudu shaya ngati moko.
You simply say, all I want is a committed NRM cadre.
Piny ma wabe mito te NRM cadres nyo dhano magimiri ni NRM kende.
Although I could see Nyamutooro was a good cadre, but I could not impose her on the NRM structures.
Ang lara ng'iyo mana neno Nyamutooro bedo jatela macho enta chopo di yugingo dhano mi Nebbi nya ukete bedi kokoro kindi jotela pa NRM kakai.
I had to wait for the NRM structures to say, oh, this is the one.
Para koro nangu dongu jomi NRM ushemu wun mano londo nyama ere muche jatela manda.
Then I support her against the opposition.
Then agama mio ire support muromo miloyo dong jodogwa muche opposition.
You the leader, you should not take sides among your children.
Wunu jutela makawoni kana wiya bedao kudu chwak tenga shiel.
This children is better than the other one. No, that's not your business.
Nyatin ma e ber oloyo nyatin ma e enu tiengo koloka muma kibeko de chalo jara nyodo.
Tell the constituency, say, you people give me the best NRM you like.
Kan kare romo mi yer osaija NRM mandamu loyo zo remumi ira.
Then they give you whom they like. That's the one you support now against the other groups.
Kan junwango tap ngati maber chashi ma eja chama shwa kudung achedo kode niadung muloyo joma cha muti opposition.
You are causing a lot of unnecessary conflicts.
Ubetawi kindulembe maswasa mati jipe itedero.
By the senior person taking sides among juniors.
Dano mutegini man ogbende mi NRM majodongo gi yanyo katingo gishwako ngata shel geweko macha.
Of the NRM.
Make gizo gite de NRM.
I have talked to many people who ended up going to the opposition.
Awecho kodanu jupa mo ay NRM magdong gilokri gedoki opposition yodogwa masha.
They say I was NRM but I left because in our Bantu dialects they call it Okwebaza.
Gewacho nya aweko NRM pien sama bedu kesha do Bantu majulongo kokola ngamunge. Meaning what?
That is when you are trying to move, somebody is getting near you.
Kan eno telembene tienia imiti sidi wengi ento ngati suku peyo mano dwalo tiendi nyeye atara.
How do you call it in
Your Excellency, we call that one atara.
Atara.
Eh.
Atara marach. And it's not necessary.
Eno atara telembe de pe TJDP.
If you allow the NRM people to show you whom they want,
kani mitu NRM ulonde ngati manda,
then you will have less friction in the party.
Dongu bedu ngoko titi nyoteliri moko ipati mwa.
Even the one who did not go through the primaries
primary pa NRM majubetimuno
will not be bitter because he will know that nobody fought me, it was just the people who...
Ekierungo pieni kinjodongo pa NRM manango ubeka goye nyokebeka sende upe.
So therefore,
the
importance of people like Nyamutooro
Bero padano mashalo Nyamutooro
and the other young people
kodara adumukende mutie kawoni
like the young ones whom I appointed recently, Lillian Abel.
Mukende mashimu madoka ketu tie Minister Lillian Aber.
It is to let you know that that's how the NRM has built capacity.
Keto weki wunu juma ede ungenya eno kitema NRM umedo kodotego migi mani tundu team gite poda suitela.
Like recently,
Chalo
who are retired in the generals.
Chalo kago eni wabeka miyom ni jodongo pakeya madongo chalo generals kodomondo.
Who had been in the struggle for the last 50 years, 40
Magi
years.
beka konyo wa ichero luin matung tung pi oru kago pira beach zo.
What would have happened if we had not developed the young ones?
Kanang wakelo ngara adunyo jomatindo egi nango dongango mutemere ka jomutegi ni chagi wokiti.
Where would the army be?
Dong ma joma egi ke nangi bedo kani.
So that is the first point.
Eno lembe mira shell mamita keti wengu.
But the second point
Dario
is what Nyamutooro talked about.
lembe Nyamutooro wesi wieno.
Because I have been seeing people talking about young people, young people, young people.
Abedo ka woto mando ka winja rado nangu wesenya wana rado.
Politics is not about biology.
Politics nyoke gamba utie ngoni angati tegini nyonyatin.
It's about ideology.
Ongit mangati tiu kode.
Jesus was here 2,000 years ago.
Yesu obedi ngomeni orelu fario angesh.
And he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Ewa sho marwedu shalo mimeri rigiri inde.
And love God with all your heart and all your might.
Mani mar mungo kuradunde peri man ngesh ni sheke.
Now, this is 2,000 years ago.
Eni orelu fario angesh mewe sholembeni.
Either you believe that or you don't.
Dong yi nyoke kwer rewe shesha.
If you say, I hate my neighbor,
Kani washo nya dago jerani nyo ngatimo bedu kode.
but I am young,
Pien anatie nya aradu podi.
we say that's biology but not ideology.
Eje wecho perilembe mekoma eni.
So you are young, but what ideas are you supporting?
Kana ngwina radu de kirie kunyo mitie kode maibe chwako ne.
Because Jesus was young.
Pien Yesu de bedu nyatena radu.
He was in his 30s.
Obedi oro piera de kuye kende.
And there were young people with him.
Aradu matindo de bedu tie ngete.
I think Judas Iscariot may also have been young.
Yuda majalwore de kokore bedu kindaradu wadi.
So what do we do now?
Dong wati mangoki.
There were two young people,
Aradario
Jesus
Yesu
and Judas.
man Yuda.
If you had said young,
Kana ngwacho nyazo wanaradu.
it would have meant that Judas is the same as Jesus.
Nango mako ngenya nango dongo wacho nya Yuda de romku Yesu do.
So therefore, the young people, please
Donga washiu aradu
don't get lost.
koduru inswa.
Get correct ideas.
Onwa ngesh batera.
Yes, you may have some ideas which are different,
Wachopo bedo ku paro mukosh.
but check whether you have also people who think like you among all generations.
Kenyi chala rado de nyanyo jumu kutie mutie ko paro machalo pericha nyongye unge pericha ikinju mutegini de ibedi nyi lembe.
So therefore,
Dong
I have been telling the Nyamutoros
abeka nyutuni dano machalo Nyamutoro gi
and the PLU group
kojo mi PLU
and the mobilizers in my office,
man dano mukende mage wako kwiri office para
the Bazukuru,
dano machalo muhozi group muhozi MK team
the Bazukuru, the Lakwaras,
nyekwayo bazokolo nyekwayo
there's also Seku, Helen Seku and Patriotism Club.
Jomoko julongo nyigi seku mandog bende patriotism club.
I think Nyamutooro summarized it well. I can see that she understands what we have been talking about.
Kite mangiyo kude Nyamutoro nyamu iwich pare mako maber. Aneno dong enyang inyo ngech para mando ketie ko kito nged matie ko de.
Because for her,
PNN,
she said what is crucial is education,
e wachnya pima pirete ko tie ponjiri,
then health,
yotkum,
and then what she called entrepreneurial skills, but I can call it wealth creation.
man yoremi mis dwaro lim enjana chopo ka wachnya kelo lonyo ikin pacho, ikin dano.
So the question for everybody, young or old,
Penji paratin iu kadog jomu tegini, kadog maradu,
what do you say about education?
ibedi wechango ikomlembe paponjiri.
Injili, religion.
Anda kadi dini,
I'm talking about education.
amita wechi kom ponjiri.
Pojeri.
Ponjiri.
Okay. And Jomukwano?
Jomukwano means jomusom. In Alur we say musomo.
Oh, Musomo. Okay.
Jomusomo.
That's Bantu.
The other one is in Acholi.
Yeah. So,
Dong,
what are your ideas about education?
in paro pericha ngoe kumlem paponjiri.
The NRM, since 1997, wanted you to do free education in the government schools.
Nia itirabu ngweni abiru ni tundu tin NRM wachinya usom mananu.
But some people have not yet got this, and you still get charges in schools,
Jomu kende ikin danu enugi nyang migi podu yanyo jayasu in one kandichi the school poda su jobe keto awia be sholo saying the school. They are consenting, they are saying many.
That's where the problem is.
Enu tab kama peko parati ye kudanu ni enu.
The NRM line is that in government schools there should be no paying of charges.
NRM wacho kama le nya ko bang ponjiri or ponjiri school kodi juketa we are shol treaty nyo chol.
Now, but it has not been implemented because people are not convinced.
Dano mapol okwero kayu lembe eni oketo kite map keto kodo paro paracha juteka lobo gingo school matongtong.
That's what I discussed with the Kampala youth.
Oketa wecho kodara adumi Kampala
who are being mobilized by groups to riot in Kampala.
Arado majumoko pero kashwayo wangenya gichege nyai wo idungudu.
I met them.
Arombo koge.
Say, but of course they were blaming this government and all that.
Gibedo iparo migicha gibedo kawecho marache kom gamente mange wacho peko migiche gamente.
I said yes. The NRM, the secretariat, will have to wake up.
Awacho nya jungunyo kalmadit pa NRM omako gikeya bwangide.
To know that in Kampala there are youth who have no parents, who have no jobs, who have no education.
Genge inya aradu moko gi Kampala podigitie magi peku juru nyodo migi mangi peku tishde mando gisomungo.
But it is also partly the mistake of the NRM people.
Ento kite manyanko dede peku echatie kindwa wa NRM wadanu mi NRM moko gi.
Of not identifying those groups.
Bien weko juenu gibedo swa genye ugo ilembe migi.
But I also blamed them.
Ento ginde aneno tenge migi de tie kogoro.
Blamed the youth. You people.
Unarado.
The NRM created structures for you from the beginning.
NRM oye constructor nyo kabedo mitela nirarado niya ipaka ya chaki pa NRM.
LOC1, you have seen them here.
Mandi uneno Elsa Chelo bedukai.
LOC2, LOC, these are all elected by you, not by me.
Elsa Chiel, Elsa Rio, Elsa Dek, kono mukende no gizo, de ulondo gi wune no gi.
The councillors.
Councillors.
The LOC3 chairperson, LOC5 chairperson.
Elsa Dek, Elsa Bish gi.
The members of parliament.
Jo Angwai, Otketushik.
Why don't you, Kubanja is the Bantu word, meaning to demand death.
Perangoni Obanjo Gingo.
Why don't you kubanja them the government programs?
Obanju gingo i program pagamente pirango.
We hear there is free education. Why are there charges in schools?
Uwinju de nya somo ponjiri bedmi manano dong pirango majube keto nya school fees school.
You go to your LOC 3 chairperson. You ask him.
Inu makishidi ba elsa de perisidi penje pirango majube school fees.
You go to the councillor.
Ishidi ba councillor peri.
Then they will now be forced to answer.
Ginecha kupenji mi penja kecha bedi yogi mako gam lembe peri.
We hear there is PDM money.
Wabe winju nya parish development model your PDM send the TAE.
How many people in our parish have got?
Danadi Munwango parish development model PDM.
Then how about Myoga?
Myoga Adi Munwango.
You don't have to fight or to quarrel.
Umakungo down your comfort negura nege kindu.
But you demand.
Endo makipenji.
You kubanja.
Umakibanje.
You use the power you have
under the
LOC system to demand what belongs to you.
Muti echalo local council nyotela mwami federo no. Menuango pinma peri makaperi cha chuchi bengi.
So you had Nyamutooro saying NRM is education. Education meaning in the case of government schools, free education in the primary schools and in the secondary schools.
Iwinjo Nyamutooro owachonia NRM utie chalo ponjiri kokome. Bien NRM kuponjiri tia shell i school pagamente kadoki primary mani secondary de.
Now when I met the youth in Kampala,
Samarombo kodara adi Kampala
who are being used to riot.
Many
of them had dropped out of school because of the school charges.
Wanwango joma Paul ketogeweko somo pien joberuka pe banjo gipi fizi.
And you can see it is affecting the whole country.
Ineno don ketomando ngebe sendo dano I Uganda zo.
Because in the primary school, the children are 10.89 million.
Pieni primary kende watie kudawia million apar kupointa bungwen.
But if you go to secondary schools, it is 2.6 million.
Kani shido isinia iwanwango million ariyo kuwie.
And yet the years of primary and the years of secondary are almost the same.
Kani neno orumi mi bedi primary ko mi senior de ineno chalo bizo utie marom
7 years and 6 years.
Ora busiel ora biro.
So where did the 7 million go?
Dong danu million aberwe gini kakani
who were in the primary school.
Magibe di primary million apar ke kuwie.
Why are they not in the secondary school?
Birango magibe so mungo gi medre ko de senior.
They have dropped out because of the school charges.
They work pien jobe fizi oromu korjoro nyodo migidong.
So all the NRM people, please be clear about this.
Wunu jumo chwako NRM amitu shunga tire lembe maeni.
If there is any excuse that the capitation grant is not enough, let's add more money. Let's suppress other things and we add more money.
Kano paru nya sende mawanwa shwalo mabeda shwali tedero no. Ni school oromu go umuromo. Timba weke are mamed sende kucha kodi jogami bajiru nyodo.
Then Nyamutooro
uwinji
spoke about health.
Uwesho lembe moge kum lempa yot kum.
Health.
Yot kum.
One part of health has worked very well.
Tenga shell utiumaber.
This is the immunization.
Eno tono yas. Iduga wia matinda guera.
Now you can hear what the Secretary General was telling you in Karamoja, a woman who had children who died, and when they were immunized, they all survived.
Ishopo ka winjo mandi Secretary General Richard Todwango beka wechi Karamoja, nya wia mashono beduto, endo kawoni mapol gitie podikwo yas.
So, you no longer see polio.
Dongineno ngo joro goro makesha mapolio odwalo tiengi.
You don't see measles.
Donguneno ngo gwenyo nyo alora makesha.
All those diseases are no longer there.
Remu ma eno gidong cheke wagwayo gigi pe dong kin pacho.
But the ones which are still there, like malaria and so on,
Ngodong no do matindi chende chalo malaria ko mukende nogi.
they need the medicine.
Gen gimi to do yat mamonya.
And you find medicine is not there in the health centers.
Ichi de odi yatin wango yat they pay udi yat.
And yet the medicine is sent.
Ye makun ke wapedo shwalo to yati I udi yat ba.
Why don't you go and with your LOC3 chairpersons and your counselors and LOC tools, and you say, you, medicine tie kwene, where did you put it?
Pirangongo uchi ba councillors, Elsa Rioku, Elsa Deku, ma jotela mitederu, keji penjo kinya yat mwa magicamente swallowe, mikakani.
If they say it's not enough, then they report back. The medicine you are sending is not enough and there is proof that it was not enough. But if it was sent and diverted to go to Congo, then we go for the one who diverted the medicine.
Kan unwango nyanda yat majishwalo shage oromungo, omira duogine, keto weka medi yate kabedumu, endio kanu binyanya jumuko keto yato shomutiende chidiyori Congo. Maisa dongu utiko de mabere, manu nyutira.
And Nyamutooro spoke about entrepreneurship, which means wealth creation.
Man Nyamutooro weche kom yore mi dwaro lin. Enke enebe weche kom kelo lonyo, man nyayo lonyo.
And I have told you of the 4 acres model since 1996.
Awesho iu e kom keto sayo angwen. Mitedero ni aitira bungweni abisieli.
1 acre for coffee, if the coffee can grow.
Saya shell kakamakawa jupidie ikepikawa.
1 acre for fruits.
Saya shell obedi minyingien mirashama.
1 acre for pasture.
Saya shell omakobedi mileya lum nileya.
For dairy cows.
Enoleya dieng mishak.
In the shade for zero grazing.
Keto weki kudi dieng peri malak swai kindano no egwake pasho.
Food crop.
Mandog bende mikodi mirashama de makoberutie podo.
Like cassava, 1 acre.
Ongora du poda shell.
Poultry for eggs.
Mandog bende umakegwa gwen pi tonge.
Pigare for those who are not Muslims.
Man doko pegu de makojo gwoke ni dano ma Islam go.
And fish farming.
Man dog bende pedo renyo gwako reje.
Like here in the Nile Valley.
Shalo kakai ni joma mutie donamno.
We can absorb very many youth with fish farming.
Anena rado mapol gishako don kite mit pedo reje.
By getting the Minister of Agriculture to dig ponds for the youth.
Gibeka penjo jofara maneno we fur kugwako leya mandok rech. Ministry of Agriculture nia ubinutong igi kama gichopo gwakie rech.
So this is what the young person Nyamutooro is saying.
Eni tie tapit wech madano mariek chalo Nyamutooro muti aradu wedu uteka wechiwie manu nyangie.
In other words, she's agreeing with our programs.
Iyore moko eteka yiko lembe makelo iu cheke.
You, the young person,
in miti aradu kawoni.
Do you agree with this or don't you?
Ube yu koranyo iungo.
You can't simply say, I am young.
Ishopo be wechongonya anpoda arada nyatin.
You are young, what do you believe in?
Kani nyatin yo inarado ango mutie machekra perinyo miye ukode.
So, I'm glad with the examples of people like Nyamutooro.
Shunya yom achopo nyutiu dano machalo Nyamutooro gitiedo.
And that's what all of you should be thinking about.
Eno gila nyut mandog bende dano mumako uneno cheko chak paro chalo en.
Wealth creation.
Duaro nyayo lonyo ikin pasho.
In the manner we have talked about.
Iyore matongtong maubeka nyuti upigi nogi.
Education.
Somo.
Health.
Yotkom.
Then those will give you other things. They will give you better housing.
Ma eno gidong bido nyayo iupin mabecho machalo udi mabecho gikin pacho.
Clean water.
Pimaleng.
Even before the water of the government has got to you, if you have got money, you can do jolopi and you have your own water in your own house.
Kani tie kusende madongi somo. Ikorongo government binu gol pi nyoboa hall. Ichako jolopi itang chali ikin mimo mole dubati peri pacho.
Not to borrow hole from the roof. Jolopi from the roof.
Eno makijol don kudiwi ot. Kudikur masha.
Orombi doesn't know that I know a rule.
Papa Papa, I translated well. I'm saying they should not wait from the borehole, but harvest.
Very good.
Yes. I've been perfect, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
So, then health,
Don't you come?
that one I have already talked about. So
Adar we she come dong.
even power,
Kadok bende mash more we she we.
it's good you are now having this power of the government.
Dong uneno kuwengu nya dong watie komash madoga mente che kakelo iwa.
But if you solve the problem of wealth, of income in your homestead,
Kanu daro peko especially anzilu ne palonyo ikin pacho mando ki otperi.
even before the government power has come, you can have your own solar power on your
Kadok na
roof.
gamente kelungo man madongo ma egi mo we she we. Nangudo kanitie kusende ikelu kadi sola malielo mangengi pacho peri.
Because the solar power is everywhere.
Bien sola ma kelu mash onyai pare kapedweni cheke jolwaroge.
So I'm very glad that you are, the young people, Nyamutooro was very clear on that.
Shunya yom nya dano machalo Nyamutooro mutia rado mane podie donge nyang iparo para maling.
And all of you, young and old,
Man woon kadok benda rado dog jumutegini.
I have told you many times that Jesus was a good teacher.
I wish you Yesu Kristo oberu japonji muwa maber.
He said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, the rest will be added unto you.
Ewa shinya kukwanga ukesai usai bero pa Mungu manu sai wang Mungu. Pinmi ngomeni gisheke gibiti mire iri.
There are many things to do in the world,
Pin jupa majisho potimo kanitie dano makoi ngomeni.
but the NRM is saying, seek ye first the homestead income.
Mira NRM wachanya itin pin madupa e. Mira chiel ke sai lonyo sende ke mondi jeba peri.
The rest will come.
Mugisa mukende mapol bibino.
There is a man some kilometers away from here.
Jadin moko etie nyapor nyanoko kakeni.
He's one of our civil servants.
Etie itin dano magitimuti pagamente.
He's called Kermundu.
Nyenge Kermundo is around. Gelbert
Kermundu.
Kermundo.
Binokan.
Enicha bin.
Binokan Lok.
Bin ike weshi.
Where is it? Kermundo? Lok about Lonyo.
Kabini weshi kum lonyo.
In the local language, I know the local language. Don't waste time translating it for me. In the local language, don't leave protocol around, local language.
Afua Jufua, ingete yotie minot para Grace Kermondo. One, watie kupoto I kalwang. Podmi kalwang eni, Jufua. Wa tie ka furufur, madagi kum yen, ma wadongo nyinge, chalo kalafuru, chalo sofregi. Watie ku yen machego nyinge chalo mango muchungua ndimo gi avocado de wapuru. Watie ku podo eni mo pidie kawa mo pido ikaro anka woni mo chako pido or mo kado tuj kago ekas pirabora jofwa lonyo ilemi podu etimre mi manda endi ugobi nembe okondu kawoni uneno kuwengu ageno jimuti e town gineno koda tipa mutika ye okondu mu ai kodo e kalwang waboloro Nebbi kaka indie ugobi watie ko rech watie ku fish ponds abora madongo muzee won ngom wacho niya kadi nango chopre boket kgs idure banail gicha ento amita nyutu la pour maber ne ikalwang watie ko fish ponds matush abora madongo mopidie rech manyige ozogro man nyai ma wobol woro yude ageno belo de onwam gemit don kawaneno nia ko dale meni gibo timre ma anda ikingi enu wakelo gi isoko ma ekelwa lonyo ma wakwalo ngo akwala pero ngoni wofure ku kuok anda e chubukila loka ma dit iwa ingomba lur fwa ingom West Nile for man Uganda zo. Afoyo muze. Thank you.
Jalonyo Tiokan Nebbi. Is Jalonyo there? How much money are you earning per annum?
Kubang Oro Wanwangu Kago million Dakashiel Muze. We get about 100 million.
How much?
100 million.
100 million.
Yes.
Apoyo. This Apoyo Mate. This Kermundo
Donguneno Jadin Manyinge Kermundo
is not in California.
Ene Bedongo Tugimundo Majulongo California.
Is here in Nebbi.
Ene no Nyatin Mumanyola in Nebbi.
And he's actually part-time because he's also a civil servant.
Umakunge denye chenga matemu tipagamente ento kan tishupe nangete ka furufuru.
So I think if he was full-time, he would do even more.
Kanangu in mi furufuru sawa sheke pe jara tipagamente nyutunya nangi chopo temo matago ene de loye.
So this is what we are telling you.
Eni ponji mateka mi iunegieni.
The 1 million shillings we are giving you in the PDM.
Million a shell mobe mi PDM no.
We are sure it can help you to plant at least 1 acre of either coffee or fruits.
Watie ku paro mabesho mania ko million a shell minwangu ishopo pido kodo kawa eka shell nyu sa shell.
Or buy some pigs.
Nyoke wilo pegu mokugi.
Or some goats.
Nyoke wilo diegi.
So that you start.
Geto weki ishake kodo kite minwangu lim.
Now, on the issue of infrastructure like Gori Road, we shall do it.
Amita kegamlembe moko ekomlembe pa purungudu machalo migoli. Wabe shiti medo.
But the issue is that we have got so many things to do.
Ento watie kangio iye nyama kani mawala shaki.
Like for instance, in the last 3 years,
Chalo ora de kangesh,
we have put emphasis on PDM.
Wala waketo parmua manko shingwa sheke e PDM.
If you see the money we are spending on PDM,
kani nene well sende mawate ka meo e PDM
on emyoga.
Emyoga.
If we were to do roads,
kana umakwa fingudu.
All the major roads in Uganda will be done.
Na ngudu mapol mi Uganda do wafio wadaro.
But we weigh.
Endo wakengiyo yede.
We did Arua Road long ago, some years now.
Wala watimu nguduma murengo shidi Arua
from Karuma.
Ni pake Karuma.
But you still find Chan near the road.
Asupodu inwango Chan utie ngengudu.
Chorus Tiekan and Chan also Tiekan.
I translate.
Put it in good Arul.
Inwangu ni angudu malengu teka kaju fiyo endo chande butinge ngudu weno. Bien sende peche bapadano.
Are you sure there's no Chan from Karuma to Pakwach to Arua to Oraba? Chan next to the road. Your Tiekan, Chan Tiekan.
Andanda ni ai pake Karuma bindi Pakwach Nebbi okado shido biri Oraba kodi Arua. Andanda nya dongjo eno majufi ungudu megi chano tumi ipasho megi. Inu wangu ungudu vutukai chande butinge ngudu eno.
So, if Ngudo is the medicine for Chan, why is there Chan here?
Kana ngudu daro manute yat pa Chan. Dong juma eke majufi ungudu migi egichu Chana supirango.
So, you go and do research.
Dong ukeche dongi telembene itedero.
If you come and say, Mr. Museveni, Chan near the road, pay.
Ikechi didoki watch ni Jadin Museveni near Chan ingen gudu majufi yo upe.
Then I will say, Apoyo Rubanga.
Dong api watch Apoyo Mungo.
Let's take back the PDM money.
War sende kudi PDM.
and do only the road because the chan is near the tarmac road is finished.
Dong wa finguru pien ka ju fiunguru chinango chande do wariemo ike.
But now we do the tarmac road.
Wa fiunguru de
Chan is still nearby.
ino ango chande tiengete eno.
What do you call neighbor in Luo?
Jirani.
Jirani Swahili.
Gezi Kiswahili.
Yeah.
In Alur, that is what we use.
Oh.
You remember, we always we fall short of vocabulary.
Okay. So, Chan is Jirani with Yomaber.
Chan odoko jirani pawanga Yomaber.
We have had to waste now 3 years.
Eno keto watingu orudo udoka dek.
Sending a lot of money.
Wachwalo sende madongo.
To try and deal with Chan in the parishes.
Keto wake jwig lak Chan. Ik parish.
Not that we have forgotten the road. We know, but there are so many things to do.
We are wilungoi kumlembe panguru ento lembe jita kecho mako watimgi.
And the other roads, which Todwong talked about, I know them.
Manguru majadi Todwong wechi komgie angeyo gitu.
But for the one of Nebbi Goli Paida,
endo mi Goli Nebbi Paida ye. Vora.
That one I have already decided that whatever happens we shall do it.
Meta donga keto shinga pare wabe fie.
Now regarding the others,
endo mukende nogi.
When our oil starts coming out, we shall be able to do all those roads you are talking about. So that's what you should also know. We've got so many things to do. And some of them is because people don't pick the message very quickly. Like the message of wealth creation.
Shalove ponji machoko ronyi kinpacho minya yolonyo itedero.
Now, on the fisheries protection unit,
lembe pajomute kasendo dani winam
the starting point was caused by the fishing community themselves.
Lembe ngatimula rocha ko marach utie dano magedwaro rech gin gieni donam jonam.
Because the bad fishing was what caused us to bring these soldiers into the water.
Gebeka makorejo shekorechi yore marecho oketanda wakelo dano momako okeponji mandoko uchaka konyo.
Now because the fishermen were allowing people to eat the calves of the sheep, of the
dano magiberi tuname kishako dwaro nyitiren matindo nyikwaire mangilingili.
What do you call calves in our lower language? Calves.
Calves ite nyiti dieng. Nyiti dieng. Nyiti dieng. Calves.
Nyiti diang.
Yes, nyati diang calves. Nyiti dieng. Kanachel, if one we call nyati diang. If there are two, nyiti dieng.
Oh, so you are eating nyiti dieng
no, ubeka shamu nyiti dieng
of the fish.
Parech, nyiti dieng parech.
Now, me as a cattle keeper,
dong ningati machalo an magwako para agwako dienge.
In the Rinda pest of 1893, before the coming of the Europeans, cows died in many parts of Uganda.
Uganda kama tung bapol
by Rinda pest.
Eno ito manego diengeno.
My great-grandfather saved only 7 cows.
Warombira majid ogwako nying dieng abero kende.
If you come now, I have got thousands of cows.
Kani binu kawoni inu angati ku dieng jupa keche lufukuye.
From the seven of my great-grandfather.
Niya ya biro pa kwaromira share munyai.
And this does not include what my other grandfathers took, what my other uncles took, this is the one I have myself.
Eno podi muweko ma neru para minwego para mandok bende joada mukende mi pasho gitingo eno mapara kende podi.
And one of the reasons why we saved and multiplied
muketo wagwako piny mandok bende wamitu ginyaya chingwa
was because among the Banyankole,
pieni kindwa Banyankole,
it is taboo.
Era
Eat
nyetidieng.
Yes, nyetidieng. You can't eat nyetidieng.
One kamungo?
No, you can't.
Pe?
They will think you will die if you do so.
Kitema waketo kode waparo nya kanichamu nyatidiang ito.
You can eat the bulls.
Isopo chamu tuondidieng nogi.
But not the females.
Ento megidieng chamungo miragwaka.
That's how cattle were saved.
Eno kitema wagwako kodo dienyo wagwako kodo
But
dienyo.
our fishing people who eat nyetidieng of the fish.
Dong danu muami dona magite kamako nyetidieng pa renyogi.
This is where the problem started.
Eno tap kama lembe shaki enu.
So the fish was getting finished in the lake.
Dong rejo nguchako tumi na madit mubenenu moireno.
And in desperation, we brought these soldiers.
Okay, so tap wagamo kelo kea enu.
And we thought they were doing a good job.
Wande wabeka paro nyanyo kea enu gibiti mutinj maberi winam.
Now they are making their own mistakes.
Meni gine de gedok paka gichako temudubu de.
So what I want is to have a conference
Penma be mito kawoni chok dudano.
with the elders.
Wakekel jodongo mwajo wijo mutegini.
Elders of the fishing communities.
Jodongo madongo mijonam.
How can we stop bad fishing and we remove these soldiers from the
Wachobo jigo kite medwaro nam nyo chamu nyithi rech ene nedi keto wekwa wot kaya no gishen gi aichen.
Because that was the starting point. It was not the soldiers had nothing to do with the fish.
Bien utiengo nya lembe chake kum rech nyoke jo egi lembe chako nya danu re mu chako chamu nyithi rech kadong kaya binu.
Well, I have noted all the other points you made.
Tingo lembe gisheke mubeka penja pigi.
You are talking about the skilling center.
Ipenjo nia kamoko mi ponjo bodo mi sing nirarado inebi.
We can build technical schools in more districts.
Wajobo gero kadoka par matungtung I district achiel de.
That program will continue.
Maeno chopo mediri wange.
But I have also built skilling centers.
Anda tie kokama mitie doman bodo mishingi.
One per zone.
Koban kabedo machalo West Nile achiel kokoragero.
So,
Long.
I have been taking students 6 months.
Atingu ikindara adueno kobange du abisiel.
If the MPs support me, I can increase the intake. I don't want to build more skilling centers because if I build many, they will be inefficient.
Ka MPs giswaka maber amedu shinga ikabedu maenu bien timba wa medi tego pare then wating dano madupa arado madupa shitkucha.
Chairman, how many have you been sending to my skilling center from the district?
Your Excellency, we have been sending after every 6 months only 24
from each district.
Each district and city.
Okay. If I have more funding, I can take like 100.
Can I explain to them what you have asked me about?
Yes.
Ebeka penjanya inebi mandok bende district ucho kuchwala radadi adi ya wachi nyako bange edu abusel pierungwen kende ega me wacho kaju chwaka ma parliament mi sende muromo kado wachako tingu dakachel kubange edu abusel oparu chibedu ngo ber ni loyo penjma penju pire cha.
This is now different from the education program of technical schools.
Maeno coach kuponjiri mi bodo missing is school mastoman zilwe.
The plan is for each district to have at least its own technical school.
Nango one chalo gamente wa watinya ko bank district achela obed kukama bodo mi ponjo ching ni raradu.
That will continue.
Maeno da medra ko de wangasu.
But my skilling centers are different. Because they take people who are not educated and they...
Kamboy mi po do shincha uti ngo shaloma mu makike som primary kuna ngogi etie pare kadingati musomo ngo umakichiju ponje ko bodo miching.
The issue of the bridges will be dealt with. That's a very good point.
Pin mi kwayo shalo bejaraja nyo bridges nogi angwen mi penjo nogi maenogi ikelo ngesh para berpege atiti uko.
You are not talking about tarmac roads.
We are
talking about normal maram roads, but with bridges across the swamps.
Don wabe wechonia omakodon wakayi ki ngudu mutie maram enke mukado kodi ikabedo manyo o kadi gitek machalo be joro.
That is much easier to deal with.
Maeno yo tira miti mo mitugungo.
Now regarding the palace of the king.
Ikongero od pobemo nyokal pobemo.
You're absolutely right. I have a date to build a good palace for...
Ikelo irate mando ke ipoyo yate pideni mi anta awecho kodoga tie kudeni nidano mira lur mano bemo.
For the king of Nebbi.
Obemo muami Nebbi.
And we shall do it. I'm glad you have reminded me.
Foyo nya team chairman ipoyo wia wache gere.
But I also want to inform you...
And amitake nyusi ude.
That in the new budget, we shall be giving more support to more money to the cultural centers. For their maintenance.
Cultural centers.
And for the support of the cultural leader.
Mandog bende washemio kony nijotela mitedero paru maruodi nogi.
They have the details.
Atie kulembe negi nyige sheke gitie.
Now I thank you very much.
Mana foyo uncheke
for informing me about the lightning conductors.
Sorry?
Lightning conductors.
Me foyo wea ekomlembe palokot.
On school buildings.
Kobang school majube gero.
What you call lightning arresters.
Eno mauluongo nya jama kolokot.
With the old people we call them lightning conductors.
Wan wajumutegi ni wawachi mwa jama kolokot nyomima ko pen mash.
So we are going to make it mandatory.
Wajikete ko bang karedong.
Every school built by the government must have a lightning conductor.
Bang gero classroom majube gero si omako jama kolokot no beriwie.
And even a private school must have a lightning conductor.
Kari nangu school mamuamik in pacho majulongo private school. De omako giger.
As a condition of licensing.
Kano mako waket chingwe karatasi perimisha ako school.
Now, for the Teachers Association.
Mando ki pijuponji ma Hon.Phionah penjue.
I will contribute 50 million shillings.
Ami wigi million terabini juponji minebi.
For them to buy I don't know how much a minibus costs, you will tell me, Nyamutooro.
Ange yungonya basi chaji bechinye uslinga di nyarama Nyamutooro binyusu ira.
For the Aringa MP, you don't have to kill my minister.
MP Alioni, kuri beneng minister paraba.
I remember the story. We shall see how to support you. We are short of entrepreneurs, so thank you so much. We shall support you.
Inu waneno perilam peritie lempende. Don wabisa yoreboko mikoni.
Now I want to thank. I am very happy. I didn't know that Lakwara Nyamutooro.
Amita for you, piena lange yungonia Nyakwara Nyamutooro.
Is a granddaughter of Apechu.
Get a man who Nyakwara Apechu para.
You didn't tell me.
He went to Pirango Nyamutooro ya.
I thought Nyamutooro was a strong woman in her own right.
Abeka genu para Nyamutooro chako para gire kumenenu.
No, I didn't know that she was a granddaughter of my RDC. I remember Apechu very well.
Ange yungonia ketamane Nyakwara RDC para mabina chema Apechu angeyu.
So I want to thank those elders.
Amita foye pi jodongo.
Who helped us to plant NRM here.
Mo okonyo ketawekwa pidi nyig NRM kakaye.
One of them whom I remember very well was Mrs. Javuru.
Ashel mikingi mange man we apoi pereka wonu pedo jadi Javuru.
Madam.
Min od pa Javuru.
Because Her husband, Jaburu, was with me at Ntare.
Pien won ot pare Jaburu bekati okoda wasomo kode intare.
So when I found his wife here, I was very happy to see them.
Sama julu ngogika inde shinya beru yom sana manene.
So I thank all those elders who helped us to plant NRM here.
Amita foi judongono sheke magipito kodi pa NRM.
Now finally,
Do mira jikane
the LC1 talked about some issues which I will study.
LC1 wecholembe moko mamita kenyi iye.
One of them was, he was asking for transport.
Ebe kapenjo pare yore mi woto pare transport.
Now since I'm here, I give him 5 million to buy.
No ngabino e paradare ndu million apis pare cash kawoni.
That one is easy to implement.
Maeno pare dare yotira.
Apoyo Matek.
Apoyo
Rubanga Konyi.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the wonderful guidance you have given and the speech you have made to the people of Nebbi. Your Excellency, allow me request you once again to allow or accept some gifts that your people of Nebbi wish to hand you. We are going to have 3 gifts. 3 gifts that are going to be given, Your Excellency, to you. The first one is from the elders. The elders protocol team of Musei kindly. We have KG Adubango, together with Mama Zenu, together with Mary Akwia, the elders who started and promoted NRM in this area. Museo Tonde, protocol, can you allow Museo Tonde, Your Excellency, you spoke about your people who promoted NRM in this area. One of them is Museo Tonde. In that corner, he was among the first UPM leaders in Nebbi in 1980. Protocol, can you lead Museo Tonde to come forward to join KG Adubango and Mary Akwia Zenu? They are going to hand over a gift to Musei. Protocol, can you lead Museo Tonde from that corner, that tent? Mama Mary Akwia, Museo Tonde, Mama Zenu, Mr. KG Adubango. They will be joined by Honorable Nyamutooro. Can we get Oyat and Jacqueline? Oyat and Jacqueline, come kindly rush and join that team. Oyat and Jacqueline, let them join that team. They are going to hand over a symbolic gift, a walking stick and a juni, a traditional sitting. Jacqueline and Oyat, kindly. Your Excellency, Museo Tonde is right behind you. He was a UPM member in 1980, almost alone in this side of the country. We thank God that he is still alive. Your Excellency, you remember you assisted Museo Tonde with a residential house. We thank God that he is still alive.
I'm sure Museo Tonde now doesn't mind going in any direction after this. Thank you very much. Can I invite the second group? The second group after that one is going to hand over a portrait to the Excellency. This group comprises Honorable Commissioner Esther Foyo-chan. It also has Honorable Pachuto Jen. It has Honorable Songa Lawrence. May I invite also Honorable Catherine Akumuma Venjina to join that group. You will also be joined by Honorable Nyamutooro. Your Excellency, with your permission, can I invite the daughter of your schoolmate, your classmate of Ntare? Consulate Javuru is a daughter of the late Javuru and Mama Pauline Javuru that you talked about. Consulate, kindly join that group. May I request Consulate to join that group, rush and join that team. Akwayo nya Javura chel ma utie mapodie kwo paliel Javuru Emed Juma jadit ubemako ko gichal cha. Jaditu wechu manberi kum late Javuru nyoliel Javuru maebedu headmaster mirangal ku schools matong gisomo kugi school majuluongon Tare. Gimako chal karachelo ku Honorable Phionah Nyamutooro. After that group, Your Excellency, we have special gifts that will be given to you by Honorable Phionah Nyamutooro and her husband, Mr. Edirisa Kenzo. Can you join Honorable Phionah to give the following gifts? Those gifts include the portrait. We will also have some material handed to His Excellency, a spear, a shield, and an arrow. Your Excellency, in Alur culture, when you're given a shield, an arrow, and a bow, you are preparing for a battle and you're ready. Your Excellency, we can see your readiness by your illustration. Your Excellency, after that group, I will invite the family of Honorable Phionah. The family know themselves. I will read their names as they come. But Your Excellency, as the family comes, allow me to quickly recognize, Your Excellency, the following persons. We have amidst us Madame Lilian Ajarova, the CEO of Uganda Tourism Board. She is from this place, our daughter, our sister. She supports your work of promoting tourism. We recognize her. We also recognize the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, my good friend Agre David Chivenge, who has been part of the team that nurtured Phionah, is here with us, Your Excellency. We also recognize the family of the late Okumuringa. Mama, Mrs. Okumuringa is here. We recognize Honorable Jachan Fredo March, former minister, Your Excellency. May I invite the family of Phionah Nyamutooro, starting with Apechu Patrick, Mrs. Apechu Caroline, Evelyn Apechu, Dr. Ruotho Norbert, Dr. Zikola Orwoso, Tony Apechu, Gilbert Kermundu, Morris Manano, Ringe Alfred, and Robert Apechu. Kindly go and join Phionah for that historic picture. Your Excellency, as the team comes,
allow me to recognize all the districts that have come from far and wide. I may not mention all the districts, but Zombo utie. Zombo uko Kokido, Wafoyo Bino. Noya is around, Noya, Nebbi, Obongi, Pakwach, Madiokolo. They are taking the pictures. Yumbe, Ajumani, Koboko, Arua, Moyo, all the districts that have come, thank you very much for coming. Nyamutooro, as they take the pictures, allow me recognize these sub-counties. Parombo sub-county, Akworo, Achana, Irusi, Ndeu, Atego, Nyaravur, Kuchwiny, Padwot, Alala, Nebbi Jopira, Nebbi Central, Nebbi Municipality, Tata, and Parombo Town Council. Thank you very much, all of you from all walks of life. Your Excellency, I request that you now return to your tent and we close the function. Sawa dong uchido muzeo chunga kecha. Amitu dong wajigi. Mangeno wabidari yoringeye. Your Excellency, before I call for the national anthem, I once again want to humbly recognize His Royal Majesty Ubimo Philip Olarke Rauni III, your own son, the King of Alur. He has been shepherding us very well, Your Excellency. Technical team, can you get the anthems ready? I'm about to call for the anthem. We are going to do it in reverse order. Let's give time for His Excellency to prepare. Anthem, starting with the Alur cultural anthem. East African anthem. Thank you very much. Let's all remain standing in our places and allow exit in reverse order. Let's all remain where we are. Wabedu kama watie here. DJ, wait a bit. The VIPs, you will be served lunch at GAF. The VIP, you will be served lunch at GAF. And as is requested, kindly let's remain standing where we are. Allow me to thank the media from the various media houses all over Uganda for a wonderful job and for ensuring that His Excellency is well covered. Thank you very much. And to all the rest, when you travel back, travel safely. Your Excellency, the Vice President, we thank you. And Honorable Nankabirwa for leading the lighting of West Nile for the first time since Uganda started. West Nile is on the national grid. What better can we get from His Excellency, the President of Uganda? Thank you very much. Your Excellency, when you travel